Hello everyone, it is a beautiful day to play, and today we are going to play and talk about Overwatch and if it's a game worth buying. Overwatch is a multiplayer first-person hero shooter. With every hero you pick comes a totally different set of abilities and different styles of play. Actually, I started this channel because of the Overwatch. You may be asking yourself why. Well, first of all, I found that Overwatch is one of those games where it was difficult to decide if it is a game worth buying, and soon I'm going to get into that. One of the first things you can notice is a very lively and responsive main screen. We have a training section that is basically a tutorial for those of you that are not so familiar with the game. In Hero Gallery we can see there are 21 heroes, each with unlockable content. Skins can be bought with in-game currency, which of course can be bought for real money. Except skins, you can buy victory poses, voice lines for the heroes, sprays, and highlight intros. None, of course, have any influence on gameplay and are only cosmetic. Let's enter a quick game. If you played beta, you know that queues are short and you can find games almost instantly. Now, on release the time may be a bit longer, but it takes about maybe 10 more seconds or so than in the beta, so that is still excellent. At this moment there are 12 maps I think, correct me if I'm wrong, and heroes are divided into 4 classes: offense, defense, tank and support. Of course that doesn't mean you can play a defensive hero in offense, those are just guidelines. For this game I picked DVA, or however it is pronounced. She's a tank, so let's see how that goes. King's Road is a hybrid map, which means we will first have to capture a point and then escort the payload to a few checkpoints, all of course under a given time if we want to win. Defender's job is of course to stop us so the time runs out.
I'm going to win!
I'll enjoy the quiet while it lasts. Put your security
If you
in my
press
hands.
F1 and hold it, you will see abilities of the hero you are playing at the moment. So that is useful if you are new to playing the hero.
G'day! G'day, mate!
So these are the shields, and these are the boosters. Keep in mind you can use the boosters not only to move faster horizontally, but you can also fly around for a short time. Seems to me many DVA players forget this. Character and animation is also great. Okay, I guess we'll try another exit. And keep in mind you can change a hero multiple times in the game. You are not locked in one hero for the rest of the game.
1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Get through this! Boosters engaged!
You get credit for a kill, or as it's called, elimination, if you contribute to the kill. If you get low on health, you can get healed by your teammates or by, I know what they are, they look like medipacks that lay on the ground.
Behind you! No!
Okay, so my mech got destroyed. Thank you for that heal. At the middle bottom you can see the percentage rising, and it's rising faster if you damage opponents. Once it reaches 100, your ultimate move is charged and is ready to be used. Ah, damn. Oh, rest nice.
Suiting up!
For now I'll just be able to summon my mech again, but it's better than nothing, I guess. you also have melee attacks, keep that in mind.
Bailing out.
Locking down the objective. Rally to me.
Objective
So we
A
captured point A, and now we need to escort the payload.
Let's get this payload across the finish line.
Okay, now is the time to talk about the game itself. The game has assault, escort, hybrid and control maps. Hybrid maps are a combination of escort and assault maps. On control maps, you need to hold a position long enough to win, and the winner in best of 3 controls takes the win. The game, as you can see, is well polished, looks nice, and can be really dynamic. Characters, or heroes as they are called here, are all well made with different set of abilities, but there are some problems in my opinion. First of all, there are enough maps, I think it's 12 total at the moment, but I found that modes are too similar and can get boring when you play them over and over. I mean, you can have all the heroes in the world, but if you do the same thing over and over again, it gets boring. Actually, this sounds a bit weird coming from me, because for example, I am a League of Legends player, and one map can get boring, yeah, but at least there are ranked games in League to keep the adrenaline pumping. At the moment, there is no competitive mode in Overwatch, but that should be included, and soon I hope. One weird thing that I noticed that also bothers me, mind you this is totally individual, it is that one player has so much less influence on the outcome of a game or match, if you wanna call it. In League, for example, you can carry if you get fed, and in Battlefield, you can really change the course of the game. But in Overwatch, I mean, in most cases, you can play your heart out and outplay an enemy team, but it is so much harder to carry the game for one player. You can kill an enemy or two, for example, and ult two more, and then out of nowhere a dragon ult passing through the walls is going to kill you. At the times you can feel a bit resignated after that and powerless even. But on the other hand, that could also be a good thing, cause the game really relies more on team play. Only problem is, for the most of the time when I play alone, so that's problematic. I mean, I had ton of fun playing with friends, we had a blast. Plays were of course better, and trolling enemies was also fun, but I don't know, 80, I would say that about 8% of the time I play alone solo game, and that feels like a different game. Team play has more weight in Overwatch than in any other game I played for now. I would say even a bit too much maybe. A lot will of course depend on the community when the competitive mode comes in. Since Overwatch is pay to play, I hope the community will be better than League of Legends and not so toxic. But I already had a chance to see teammates troll each other because one guy didn't take the hero the rest of the team wanted. There is also no hero progression as you level. Personally, I like the progression system because I think it adds something you can look forward to. As you level up in Overwatch, you will get loot boxes, but everything you get is strictly cosmetic. Also, at the moment there is no true 24:9 ultra-wide monitor support, and for me that is a big minus. I know it's still a niche resolution and only a small percentage of people use ultra-wide monitors, but at this day and age there should be ultra-wide support instead of the ugly looking black bars on the sides. And if Blizzard wants to hide behind the excuse that ultra-wide gives an unfair advantage, then what's next? I mean, will they limit the frames to 60 frames per second so that's fair for everyone? Or, I don't know, ban gaming peripheral altogether? Yeah, I really don't think so. Okay, so in the end, my conclusion, if you're playing with friends and you will play it this way for the most of the time, then I really can recommend the game. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it about 8.5, and I would really recommend it. But if you're going to be playing mostly solo as me, then I would rate it at about 7. For me, there is not enough modes and things to do at the moment. That, of course, might change once the competitive mode comes in, but for now, unfortunately, it isn't worth 40 euros or bucks if you are from USA that the Blizzard is asking for it. The next video I will do will show you how to get the cheapest version of Overwatch, at least cheapest at this moment. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching and listening. If you enjoyed the review, like, share and subscribe to the channel. Bye.